He, oh, we have, why? Oh, hey, hmm, he, he, oh, oh,
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in.
The Carolina Panthers now on the clock. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. It's the Philadelphia Eagles now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. With the next selection, the New York Jets. Next up, the Patriots are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers. With the next selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock. It's the Steelers now on the clock. Now on the clock, the Texans. And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. On the clock now, the New Orleans Saints. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, the current pick has been traded. It's the Bears now on the clock. The next pick has been traded. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. The current pick has been traded. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. We have a trade alert. This pick has been traded.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Bears and the Dolphins, and it's all up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
On first down, it's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The drive summary: 4 plays, 75 yards. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Tua. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kyler Gordon, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. That's pulled in at the 32. on that punt. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Tua. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Fields now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore, 35 yards. And the Bears open the lead up to 34-0. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. So now here come the Dolphins. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Thompson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action, it's Kelly. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. A play fake, now Kelly. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Running on 1st down with Gaskin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Gaskin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Second down, Gaskin. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Thompson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Eric Ezekama, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to at least get one score back. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Drive here, just 4 plays. And Eric Ezekama closed things out with a touchdown grab from the 10. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kelly to throw. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Kelly. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Equanimous St. Brown, 51 yards. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Thompson will look to the air on first down. Pass complete as Akama with it. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. First and 10. Here's Thompson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Thompson, he'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Kelly rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, we all miss football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you know,
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards. Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find the right staff points can be used when you have to see some talent trees make you select a path to follow. It's week 1 of the 2023 season, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Browns and the Bears, and it comes your way next.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. And now a design run with Jefferson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. First red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Off play action, Fields. Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field at 8 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Escaping the pressure right. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32. Obviously well short of the first down. On 4th down, on his quarterback has to punt. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. He'll field this at the 5. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On play action, Fields on the move to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he takes...
Chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 30 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Jefferson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of the touchdown marker. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Starting on the ground with Herbert. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And this will be a Bears 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
They'll go again with Herbert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball up because usually you have the defense popping on its heels. We've all know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A handoff for Herbert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver. And it's the Broncos who are out in front. Cortland Sutton up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18, and a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flush to his right.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Flushed out right. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And he's got this down to the 35.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that for both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now as they'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Fields on 1st down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. It's a moving it over. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 165 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Herbert once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Watson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll get him down here at the 24. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the 1st down. Here's Herbert. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, Avery. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends his drive. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll indeed take a knee. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you,